Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about burnout. Now, all the time people ask me, how do you go for these tedious grinds, like for example, training agility, rune crafting, mining, questing, achievement diaries. There's a lot of various tasks on this game that would be considered like a long grind or boring. Now, a lot of people can say, yeah, I can get this 99 out of the way, or I can get all the quests done, but I don't know how you can go ahead and do it all without burning out of the game. You know, I got to 80 plus all skills and I'm completely burnt out of the game. I get all these random people saying these things all the time, or even just random questions about Ironman, for example, like how do you go ahead and get all of these secondary ingredients for herblore without burning out? How do you get all the bones for prayer without burning out? All the ore for smithing without burning out? I get these questions all the time. Now, it's not just about grinding it all out at once and getting it out of the way, or else, of course, anyone would burn out. If you just, had to log into a Runescape account, you couldn't do anything else in your life before you achieved Maxcape, then, everyone would burn out and hate the game. But the reason why I don't burn out from these tasks is because I'm doing them all very, very slowly. Now, the number one thing, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is always having fun with the game. So no matter what you're doing on the game, make sure you are having fun. For me, for example, right now, I'm training agility, which is arguably the most annoying and most painful skill in the entire game, and one of the slowest, if not the slowest skill in the whole game, right? Now, I'm training in a very odd way right now at Apatol agility. Now, the way I can kind of do this without burning out of it is because you can kind of see milestones along the way. So right now I'm going for this thing in the collection log called the monkey backpacks. And if I go ahead and go over here to other, I think it's in other here. Let me just see here, 1 second. Yeah, right here, monkey backpacks. As you can see, you obtain, I have 5 out of the 6 monkey backpacks, and if I get 2,000 laps here, I can change this into the last one requiring 2,000 laps. So it's something that I can go for, where I can kind of see the progress happening of this other goal, right, at the same time, but I'm also training agility. And I calculated it, and to get from 0 to 2,000 laps here at the Apatol, it's over 1 million agility experience. So it's kind of something else you can do without, sticking to just rooftop laps the whole time or the sepulcher the whole time. You can kind of go ahead and do random other things that you're working on 2 things at once, and then you can hop back and forth to make it seem like not much of a grind. Alright, so the second thing I'm going to be talking about today is always be working on more than 1 skill at a time, right? If you just set yourself that you want to go ahead and get 99 thieving, and that is all you work on every single time you log into RuneScape, you're just going to be training thieving, then of course you're going to burn out of thieving and not want to play the game anymore, So, have, even if it's just 1 or 2 different skills, right? Like 2 different skills that you're working on. Say you're doing farming and thieving. And then you come on, you can go ahead and do your farm run, then train your thieving. It works even better if you have 3, 4, 5, 6 skills that you're working on at a time, right? So, you could spend 1 day doing the skill that you really want to get out of the way, and then you can go ahead and reward yourself maybe at night by doing Slayer or, doing something else like that, whether it be, going ahead and doing a quest 1 day. If you really wanted to knock the quest cape out, you could do 1 quest a day and then go and train whatever you want. Make sure you're not just doing the one same thing all the time that you are logged in, or of course you're gonna burn out. That's just a recipe for disaster. Get it? The number 3 thing that I do not burn out of this game is mix in AFKing and actively playing the game. Now, for example, you could do things like mining, and you could AFK it at Amethyst or the Motherlode mine, or you could actively do it in the desert, or mining gem rocks or something like that. So make sure you switch up the methods that you are doing, and when you're AFKing, you can go ahead and chill, relax, play another game, play another account, something like that. And then when you really want to focus and get the best XP, you can go ahead and do something very, very active. Now, this works really well with the second thing that I mentioned, when you switch up your skills. For example, if you want to hop on and train some Slayer and do some boss tasks, you can go ahead and focus on it for a good hour, 2 hours, and then you might be done with Slayer for the night and you want to AFK something, and whether that be AFK Slayer and just put some prayers on and go kill some abyssal demons or something like that, Or, you might go ahead and start training fishing or mining or woodcutting, something that you can AFK on the side, or even Nightmare Zone or something like that. Make sure that you have a good enough amount of time to AFK and switch up the AFK and active time playing. Now, the best way to do this is have a secondary account. I wouldn't say the best way to do it, but the way that I tend to do it is having a secondary account. So this account I've been playing the entire time making this video, and all it does on the side is just sit here at the motherlode mine. So for example, if I wanted to actively play this account right here, go ahead and do some Slayer or, some rune crafting or some construction and actively play this account, I would set my other account, this one right here, my main Iron Man, I would set this one up. If I was, actively playing the other account, I would set this one up at, say, Motherlode Mine or Woodcutting or something like that. So pretty much, whenever you're actively doing something on one account, you could passively be doing something on the other account. Now, this doesn't mean you have to play multiple RuneScape accounts. You can go ahead and open some YouTube on the side, some Netflix on the side, something like that to entertain yourself. Oh, just make sure that you're mixing the active and passive playing, and this will actually make grinds feel so much quicker. If I, for example, go ahead and AFK that other account at Motherlode Mine the entire day, it really does not feel like I'm playing that account at all. And then, I look over at the end of the day and I'm like, wow, I gained 200 XP mining. It did not feel like it at all. And this method is great for people too that, fully want to actively play the game all the time. There is select people that want to do that, believe it or not. So, if you have a secondary account, you can just actively play that one and then passively AFK on the side to the one that you want to get your goals done on. It works great. Alright, so number 4 is going to be to set yourself goals. And now this might seem like an obvious thing to do to not burn out of the game, but believe me, you want to set multiple goals, multiple tiers of goals too. You don't want to just set I want to max and that's it. You want to set all obviously like realistic short-term goals, medium goals, high goals, and then very end late goals. And if you go ahead and do this, right, for me, for example, right now, if I go ahead and look at my stats, I can say a short-term goal for me would be to get, 90 agility so that I can unlock the already rooftop laps. Maybe a medium-term goal would be 92 agility. High goal would be 95, and then an end goal would be 99, right? And that's just with agility right now. And keep in mind, if you are a lower level account, you can set things like, I want to get 50 plus all skills, 60 plus all skills, and then, go towards that. Or it doesn't even have to be skills or things. You can go, I want to make 10 mil GP this week. And then make sure that you go ahead and make 10 mil GP that week. And that's a great way to not burn out of the game if you have tons and tons of different little goals. Because when you finish your little goals, you get that, like, yeah, I did that, I can keep going. And it's a good feeling to go ahead and do. If you just set yourself, I want to max, and that's all you focus on, then it's going to take you forever. You're not going to feel like you're getting anywhere. But if you set yourself small goals throughout the day, throughout the weeks, months, it'll feel like you're knocking things out all the time and you're slowly getting towards the end goal. But you need to have the small goals to cross off the list to motivate yourself to keep going. Now, as for that one that I was just talking about as well, I mentioned, having something open on the side and watching something at the same time to, speed it up, entertain yourself while you're doing other activities on the game. It's really good to get into some Netflix shows, whether it be, anime, regular shows, movies, and YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube while I'm playing RuneScape. Even when I'm actively doing something like a boss, I'm still watching a video on the side. It just, makes the grind speed up and makes you have more enjoyment overall. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do this. It is very easy to set up a secondary monitor, and then you can go ahead and drag RuneScape to the one screen and then YouTube or whatever it is on the other. And it's a great thing that I tend to do. I actually have 3 screens. So I have my alt account, my recording software on the one screen. The middle screen is where I, actively play RuneScape, and the screen to the right is where I watch YouTube videos. This is pretty overkill, but it works for me. And yeah, that's how I, stay sane when doing these crazy long-term goals. And it's obviously how I don't burn out. I'm always entertained when playing this game, even if the grind itself is boring. One more thing I want to add to being entertained while playing the game is, hopping on Discord from time to time and talking to other people that are playing the game, you know what I mean? I'm going to be starting a Discord server very soon. I've been looking into it a lot, and I kind of know the ins and outs of it now. I know I've been talking about it for a long time, but I am actually working on it, making a Discord server, and you can go ahead and talk to other people that play the game, or even just your friends playing other games. A lot of the time that I'm on Discord talking to people, it's people that aren't even playing RuneScape, but entertain yourself while you play the game. You get on a call with somebody for a long time and you just like, wow, I just trained agility for 3 hours and it didn't seem like it at all. This definitely helps speeds up the grind a lot and helps you not burn out. Now, number 5 is going to be kind of maybe controversial a little bit, but make an Ironman account. Now, honestly, this might seem a little crazy because the grinds on Ironman are so much longer, but everything feels so much better on an Ironman account, as I've talked in the past, and it can make your goals seem so much worth it and help you from burning out of the game, right? And the reason I say this is because on a main account, you can burn out so easily because, you can just buy bonds and then get your money that way. We used to have the staking arena where you never knew if somebody just made all of their money from staking or PVMing or even PKing. You could PK someone and make 100 mil in a minute. When on an Ironman account, everything you have is actually earned yourself, and this can be very motivational to keep going and keep up with the grind this way, right? If you want to go ahead and make those potions for herb lore, you have to go farm the herbs yourself, collect the secondary ingredients yourself, and this actually helps you not burn out of the game, believe it or not. For me anyways, I know some people might be different, but for me, it really helps me not burn out because every single thing I do on this here account is actually worth it. You know what I mean? If I go ahead and farm, snake grass, I can use that later to make prayer potions. If I get a drop from anything in the game, whether it be a big bone or whether it be a 2 million GP drop, that is going to benefit my account in some way or another. When you're playing in a main account, you get a big bone drop, you're not even going to pick it up, you're not going to bury it. Why would you do that, when you could go make, a certain amount of money an hour and then just buy better bones, you know what I mean? But every little thing that you get on this game mode has so much meaning to it, and I think Ironman is the main reason anyways why I haven't burnt out of this game, and this is why I keep going and pushing towards maxing the account. But anyways, if you guys have any more tips and tricks on not burning out or ways that you guys do not burn out of this game, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know as well as if you have reasons why you burn out, and tell me them down in the below as well, whether it be updates that Jagex has made, or if the game is just too slow for you, too boring. Some grinds, I get it, are so boring and stuff like that. But anyways, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys went ahead and watched the whole video today, comment 1935. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.